What's good YouTube, Giants fan 696 back here with a video today, and today's video is going to be a breakdown of the Deadeye Badge in NBA 2K24. Deadeye reduces the impact of a defender who's closing out, so what I'm doing, in this case I'm taking Devin Booker, who he just has a shot that I'm really comfortable with, and we're going to be going up against Kawhi. I'm going to have Kawhi jump at me and shoot with Devin Booker, and we're going to see what happens, and I'm going to do it at each badge threshold and attribute tier. So for Deadeye, you need a 75 midi or 75-3 for bronze, 84 or 84 for silver, 90 midi or 92-3 for gold, and 98 midi or 99-3 for Hoff. So I have customized rosters where I basically edited Booker at each of those tiers to have the attribute threshold and the badge at that tier. And then I took Kawhi, which is what my friend's going to be using, and I gave him gold challenger just to use as a baseline. Figure probably the average level of challenger most locks will have will be gold, which will be at that 87, I believe, perimeter defense. Let me just go ahead and double check. Yep, 87 perimeter with the gold challenger. Also, something to keep in mind, this test will be done on Hall of Fame, and that all of Devin Booker's shooting badges have been removed, so we could purely just see the effect of Deadeye. And same goes for Kawhi. All of his other defensive badges have been removed except for Challenger. So we're purely seeing Deadeye versus Challenger. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and see if I can read my shots. So probably take about 5 shots at each tier and we're gonna see what it looks like. Also made one with Devin Booker, no Deadeye at all, which is what our first run will be at that 74 midi and 74 3-pointer. So we're just gonna go ahead and kick it off. As you can see, my first shot is a very late 22% covered. Now, I don't expect to do very well. Like I said, I only have a 74-3 in midi, and I have no Deadeye. But keep things consistent, we're gonna do our 5 here. So we're 0 for 1. Yeah, they're 0 for 2. It's definitely changing the speed of my shot so far. Even though that was only a 5%, definitely did feel like it was going to be a tough one to green because my shot changed. Just a little closer here. 0 for 3, and he got a 66% contest on there. So take 2 more shots. Like I said, I don't really expect much with no Deadeye at all, but got to include it like we always do. 0 for 4, again, just feeling tough to green right now. And there, again, very early 14%, so we just shot 0 for 5 with no Deadeye, kind of what I expected, but let's go ahead, especially against Gold Challenger, so let's go ahead and move on to that bronze Deadeye now. So I will be at a 75 midi and 75-3, so let's go see what that looks like. All right, guys, so now we are at that bronze tier. Like I said, 75 midi, 75-3. So let's let him put Kawhi on Booker and see if we're able to make any. Bronze is still, I think, going to be tough to make contested shots with, but we'll find out. First shot, 0 for 1, slightly late 5%. So that's our goal. If you can't tell, we want to shoot lightlies, or if we mix in a heavy, we mix in a heavy, but definitely don't want to shoot any wide opens or opens for a Deadeye test. And he's double teaming me for some reason. And 0 for 2, very late. I mean, that one felt like it was impossible to time. So still feeling pretty affected by the defender closing out. So like the badge says, you know, it would help me with. But again, we're only on bronze, but 0 for 2 right now, rough start. That one, 44, very late, yeah. So we're 0 for 3, again, feeling very tough to time the shot right now, to say the least. But doing what the badge says, we got the defender closing out, and we're shooting it. So 0 for 3 right now, though. Yeah, so 0 for 4. Again, only a 5% contest. Should be able to hit that. Maybe not at bronze, but definitely at higher levels of Deadeye, I would think. But we're still 0 for 4 right now as our quarter ends. So that's going to take one more and see if we could go 1 for 5 or if we're going 0 for 5 again. And we just shot it early, 20%. So we are going to finish off bronze, going 0 for 5 again. But always got silver, so let's go ahead on. All right, guys, we are now at silver. So we have an 84 midi and 84 three-pointer with silver Deadeye again, going up against a gold challenger. But let's see, could we actually make a shot this time? Let him put Kawhi on Booker as he does, and we'll see. We went 0 for 5 with no Deadeye and bronze Deadeye, but we're gonna see, will silver go any different here? So first shot, 0 for 1, very late 7%. I feel like it's changing my shot when he's, even though it's only a 7. I don't know if, so, I don't know. Not feeling the badge kicking in for me, at least up to this point. But that was only our first shot, so it could change. 0 for 2 right there, slightly early 5%. I felt like I could have greened that one, but it still changed, still like changed my shot just a little bit to make me miss. So 0 for 2 right now. Let's see, could we make our third one maybe? There it made me do a fadeaway, so we're 0 for 3. Oh my goodness, a very early 44%, so we're 0 for 4. I don't know, maybe I'm shooting wrong or something, but I don't know. I'm not feeling Deadeye helping me at all right now. And we finish off 0 for 5 at silver. I mean, we had a couple slightly earlies in there, so I guess I'm getting closer to green it, but it's still changing my shot too much when he's jumping for me to really green it. So 0 for 15 throughout this whole test so far. So we're gonna go ahead onto gold and see if we could finally make a shot. All right, guys, so now we are at that gold Deadeye with a 90 midi and 92 3. So went 0 for 5 at no Deadeye, bronze Deadeye, and silver Deadeye. So let's see if we could finally make something at gold Deadeye. And our first shot there, and we made it. One for 1 right now. We just greened a 5%. So we're already making progress at gold, so I'll take it. 1 for 1, green to yellow, which is a contested shot. So it's like I said, only shooting yellows, and if we mix the red in, we mix the red in. Again, 2 for 2, we just greened a 5% again. So I'll take it, 2 for 2 right now with the gold Deadeye. See how we'll finish. We got 3 more to take. Okay, so we got slightly early there on the lightly, so now we're 2 for 3. We will take 2 more shots. Okay, 2 for 4 again. We missed our 4th lightly. I mean, well, we missed our 2nd lightly, but we took 4 shots in total, so we're 2 for 4 right now. Let's see what our 5th attempt will look like. Sorry, still 2. So we're 2 for 4 right now. Going to take our 5th shot. And I shot somehow a very late 13% there when I felt like I timed the shot as I normally do. So we finished 2 for 5 on gold. So let's go ahead and check out Hoff. All right, guys, so now Devin Booker will be at that 98 midi and 99 3 with Hall of Fame Deadeye. So let's see, could we beat 2 out of 5, which is what we got with gold? Or will we do worse? Will we do the same? We'll find out here in a minute. So first shot, 0 for 1, slightly early 7%. Felt like I could have greened it, but my shot moved just enough to the fact where I did not. So 0 for 1 to start it off on Hall of Fame Deadeye. Okay, so 1 for 2, I just greened a 10%, which is definitely the highest contest we've greened so far, also registering as a lightly. So 1 for 2 to start it off for a Hall of Fame. Okay, 1 for 3. Felt my shot change just a little bit there to make that slightly early. So one for 3 right now. Let's see what our 4th shot here is able to look like. Okay, so we're 1 for 4. Again, slightly early on a 5%. We just need 1 more. And all we could do now is see if we could tie gold, because we got 2 for 5 on gold right now, or 1 for 4. So let's see, will we make our last one here? And as you can see, guys, we do finish 2 for 5, greeting that 5% lightly there. So to sum it up, we did not make a shot with no Deadeye, bronze Deadeye, and silver Deadeye. We went 2 for 5 with gold Deadeye and half Deadeye. So my recommendation to you guards or anyone that really wants to use Deadeye, simple, I would go gold. Again, 2 for 5 isn't great, but I mean, we are going against gold challenger, keep that in mind. So we want to test it against a good defensive player. But I mean, making contested shots isn't going to be something you just do every play, right? So that's something you do shoot a lot of and you want to be able to make some. I would say go gold. Half, we shot the same as gold, so I'm not going to tell you go half, go gold. Again, I mean, you would need a 90 mid-range or a 92 three-pointer, which is pretty high, but lower than that, I wasn't able to make any contested shots whatsoever. So if you want to make contested shots, I would just tell you to go gold. And yeah, so that's going to sum up this video today. Appreciate you guys listening. Let me know down below which badge I should break down next, and I'm out.